Dear fellow Bayer employees, dear colleagues, I'm very pleased to speak to you today. As you can imagine, this 1st of October is a very special day for me, as it is my first day as CEO of Bayer. What does it feel like? Well, first and foremost, it's a proud moment for me. In the past, looking from the outside, Bayer always struck me as a wonderful company. Bayer has an impressive history of scientific achievements. Bayer has excellent people who obviously care for this company. Bayer has very interesting businesses in highly attractive areas. And, of course, Bayer is a strong global franchise and a respected and trusted brand. I think the company statement sums it up rather well. Bayer, Science for a Better Life, to me is both a promise and a mission. And that is the main reason why I am here. Being part of Bayer, to me, is both an honor and an exciting opportunity. Over the last 9 months, I was able to speak to and to listen to many people throughout the company. I have visited quite a few departments. I've seen a number of sites and locations. And quite simply, I am impressed with what I see. I'm convinced that, at heart, we have an excellent structure. All 3 subgroups, all 3 Teilkonzerne, are of strategic importance to the overall success of the group. We have seen in the past, and we're seeing again right now, that these 3 businesses create a valuable balance, both when it comes to opportunities and also when we look at the swing of the economy and other risk factors. So, I think the combination of 3 key businesses in healthcare, crop science and material science, supported by specialized service companies, is working quite well. In listening to people over the last few months, I've noticed a few topics that came up more often than others. First, there is a common conception that decision-making in this company can be a little slow and complicated, which to me is not really surprising. A company like Bayer is not a place where you make important decisions inconsiderately, or so to speak, shoot from the hip. But I also feel strongly about empowering people to take decisions and accept responsibility. I also think that success in business has a lot to do with constantly keeping your eyes open for opportunities, identifying issues early and clearly, reaching decisions quickly, and taking a calculated risk when you need to. A second topic that I've heard mentioned more often than others is stronger focus on career management and the development of talent. I know it is a cliché, but it is still true. Qualified and motivated employees are the most valuable asset a company can have. From what I have seen, there are good people and processes in place to help identify talent and develop employees. But I'm convinced we can find ways to make something good become even better. Take motivation. I see that people at Bayer have a strong sense of affiliation, of belonging to this company. That's very good. That's excellent. Being a newcomer myself, however, I know what it feels like to come into this family. I personally had a very warm welcome, and I'm very thankful for that. But I also heard that some employees who worked for companies that have been acquired by Bayer still feel like outsiders. And it makes me wonder at what time we all feel and act as being one company. With smaller and larger acquisitions being an important part of any growth strategy, integration is crucial. We want to make sure that we are all united behind one company, that we all share the same vision, live the same values. Which brings me to the subject of diversity. To many people, diversity in industry translates to more women in top management. True, but we know there is a little bit more to that. To me, diversity is not a percentage, but an attitude, part of a company's culture. Do we welcome different ideas and views? And are we focused on the right way to do things around here? Turning to our businesses, I see a portfolio of products, solutions, and expertise that others can only envy. That, to me, spells opportunity. Opportunity to create things that make a difference to people. But we also see that, at the moment, we have short-term competitive issues in healthcare and crop science, which we want to fix quickly. Let's face it, management is the art of planning and leading an organization in change, whether it's small steps or big leaps. Are there going to be changes at Bayer in the next 2 to 3 years? Yes, of course, because the world is constantly changing and the best companies proactively shape the development of their own businesses. So we have to do the same to make sure that we stay in the driver's seat. So, what are my key priorities? Looking at business, we want to fix our immediate issues in healthcare and crop science, reducing certain risk and increasing our ability to capture opportunities. Looking at people, we want to increase the existing focus on helping people to grow, and we want to benefit from the tremendous opportunities such a diversified company offers to each and every one of us. Looking at the way we think and act, I want us to constantly look for ways to become better in all aspects of what we do, whether it's in research and development, in production and technology, in sales and marketing, or in administration and finance. But just as importantly, we want to review the values that govern our everyday behavior to see how we can improve. What this adds up to? Bayer is a great company. Great because of its dedicated people and its tremendous expertise. My first priority as CEO is to preserve this heritage and make sure it can grow. I'm convinced we have an excellent basis for a prosperous development and for future growth. I kindly ask you to be part of an exciting journey in the years to come. So, let's all give it our very best. I pledge to you, I will. Thank you.